Hello Driver Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with my dad, John Rush, behind the camera. And today we're going to look at the 2017 Toyota Yaris IA, also known as the Scion IA, also known as the Mazda 2. And some of you are going to say, well, what do you mean by that? This used to be the Scion IA. Toyota removed the Scion brand, moved several of the models into underneath the Toyota brand, so they've put this underneath the Yaris brand, kept that IA kind of suffix on there. And this is, originally when it was a Scion, was a rebadged Mazda 2, because it's not sold here, it's sold overseas. So with that being said, Dad, let's jump right in. I'll hop out and just talk over just a few of the features that are on this vehicle. As this vehicle sits, just a hair under $16,000. I believe it's about $15,350. You can see the 16-inch alloy wheels there. Nothing really changed from 2016 to 2017. Keyless entry and ignition, cruise control, low speed forward collision, automatic braking, a 60/40 rear seat, which we'll show you in just a second. A 7-inch touchscreen, rear view camera, and navigation is available. So as we get around to the back here, you'll notice this, the Yaris is more of a, I guess, hatchback styling, but the IA, again, just keeps that same kind of slick sedan, but it looks like it's got a shorter trunk. In all reality, it's got a decent sized trunk. No button. Hold the button on the key fob, however, just flip it right up, and you can see 13.5 cubic feet here in the back, which is really pretty average for this segment. Again, that 60/40 rear folding seat that we mentioned. We do have one of those folded down, so you can see that. Not quite flat, but more than enough room, and it kind of gives you that extra spaciousness that you might need. Let's hop right in here into the rear view, or not rear view, sorry, second row seat, back seat here. I'm gonna put this up. So as you can see, this is set for about a 5'9", 5'10" driver. I'm 5'9", 5'10". My knees are into the back seat. So something to note, if you've got taller passengers or whatever it might be, they may not fit or they're gonna fit snugly in here. It's not gonna be terribly comfortable. No vents, no cup holders, not a whole lot of frills. Even on the door, we always try to show you that. Just very, very basic, which again, not a problem, just something that we like to note. Gonna open the front door and just give you a very brief view on inside the cabin. Gonna talk about some of the features. This does come with the standard 6-speed manual as it sits right here. You can get the optional 6-speed automatic transmission. You can see there you've got the Mazda style navigation system, where it is a touchscreen, as well as you can use the knob to perform all of your functions on there. And the rest of the styling on the inside, a lot of you that know Mazda are gonna say, wow, that looks a whole heck of a lot like a Mazda. Well, it is. Again, Toyota and Mazda have partnered together, which we think is fantastic. You've really just honestly taken a Mazda, you have the same styling, the same pep, and the step that you get. 106 horsepower underneath the hood. About 50, actually, believe it or not, my dad averaged about 50 miles to the gallon. I'm right around 42, 43. It is stated for 32 and 40, so an average of 34. So some of you are gonna say, well, how did you get 50? Well, I will say he drives like a grandpa. He will say I drive like a lead foot. I just think that this car, it's not gonna blow anyone's doors off with the power to get up, and you may struggle at times, especially at our altitude, to merge into traffic. But once you get going, it really just kind of sips the fuel down. That's the best way I know how to say it. Who's this car for? Honestly, anyone who's looking for their first vehicle, maybe a first vehicle for a child, or maybe you're just looking for a basic commuter vehicle. Maybe you go, I don't know, thousands of miles a year, and you just want a car that's going to be very basic, going to be easy to fix, simple to maintain, and really is going to be very cost effective in the long run. This may be the vehicle for you. Again, you're going to get the Toyota badging, the Toyota warranty. All of your dealer stuff is going to be through the Toyota dealer, but you're going to get essentially the Mazda innards, which isn't a bad thing. We think they're both great car companies. So just something to note. Again, 2017 Toyota Yaris IA, and I know I mentioned Mazda quite a bit in this review, which is because it is a Mazda, but again, Toyota Yaris IA. Head to your local Toyota dealer, check out this vehicle, put your family in it, and if you do that, tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.